I received an email if I wanted to take a look at Superbooth, and I said yes. So let's get started. So Superbooth is in Berlin, and originally it's actually a synthesizer fair, but it's getting more and more pro audio and other music stuff. So it's very interesting and also very big. And I'm here with Luke from SSL, Solid State Logic.
Yep.
So Luke, tell me something interesting about SSL that my viewers probably won't know.
Oh, you put me right on the spot there.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, being the brand that we are, I think everything is known about SSL. I don't know if there's anything I can tell you that you don't already know, apart from come and have a play with the 360 software and the plugins, because the implementation now with the control surfaces is so good, I'm even considering getting rid of my console at home.
I'm not. All right, and the second thing, who shouldn't buy SSL products?
I don't think there is anyone that wouldn't benefit from the use of SSL. We're covering everything from people working completely in the box. We've got everyone working sort of semi-small consoles, prosumer level, all the way up to sticking a duality in your bedroom. We'll make one that will fit. So I wouldn't say there's anyone that isn't going to benefit unless they don't like audio quality.
I just sprinted to Tegeler because you're going to make a plugin that is going to replace everything.
That's not what we said. But we are going to make our very first plugin that is an actual plugin that, edits audio, as opposed to being a plugin that only controls the motorized potentiometers. Yeah. So this is our very first plugin. We are not still announcing what it is. We will be doing that in the very near future.
Can you tell me?
I can't tell you.
When we turn off the camera?
I can tell you off camera, perhaps. I'm not sure. I have to check with our CEO.
Come on, come on.
No. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay.
I'll give it my best shot.
Cool.
Right.
Can you just like hint?
A hint, I would say that it is definitely an effect kind of plugin.
Okay, cool. Do you already have a date when it will come out?
I think next week we will probably be announcing exactly what it is, and then you can make a more informed purchasing decision. The announcement will be on Instagram and also on our news channel and on our Facebook channel, on our Facebook group, so everywhere pretty much. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Witte.
We're now at Audeze. This is Chris. So Chris, first thing, what is something that my viewers probably won't know about Audeze?
Where the name came from?
Tell me about it.
So when we started the business in 2008, 2009, we officially became a business. We started in a garage in Southern California, and there was a movie poster hanging in the garage for the Kubrick film, 2001: A Space Odyssey. So they were sitting around drinking beers, trying to come up with a name for the company, and they looked at the poster and said, Audeze, And they decided to change the spelling so it references audio. And then the easy E, I don't know where that came from, probably the beer.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, it's been, the constant question, how do you pronounce Audeze?
Who would be the people that shouldn't buy Audeze headphones?
People who don't like good sound.
Very nice. But with headphones, there's always a little bit of taste in there, right? So,
oh, yeah.
Or do you think like we're covering every area?
Well, I mean, there's definitely a family of headphones out there in the world that are focused toward really bright sound, and that's not where we are from and not where we want to go. Our theory has always been we want our headphones to sound like speakers in a well-treated room, and so that's kind of the goal. Some headphones are made to sound like headphones, very bright and super direct in your ear, and ours are a little bit more mellow than that. So some people say, it's too dark for me or whatever. For them, there's lots of other options.
Yeah, of course, because headphones, it's kind of personal as well. Yeah, very much. I'm here with my big friend Adrian from RME, and I have two questions for you.
Please don't be so hard on me today, sorry.
Tonight. Tell me something about RME that my viewers probably won't know.
The most interesting part is that the developers are actually owners of the company, so to say. Every developer gets his fair share from the whole company.
So they have an extra incentive to make a very good product.
It's their product. It's their product, and we are just part of that story and promote the product. So that's really cool. I think that's something that we always lose about RME, is that it's actually developed by a very small team of guys that started with the idea to do really hardware that pushes the boundaries, and they from that moment on it developed.
But is there a user base that shouldn't buy RME products?
We have this internal joke that we are always saying that we are the third buy. Because you will start out.
You were for me.
No. Just RME in general. Because you will start out with an interface that's very inexpensive, that is cheap, and you just plug it in, and that's it. You know, like we all started.
Yeah.
And then probably you heard about like the magic of analog, or you want more inputs or more outputs, or you want more mic pre's or something like that. So you will start with another one. Then you will at some point think, hey, I need more flexibility, I need more I/O, and what can I do? And then you come to RME. And for someone that starts out and tries out for the first time Total Mix, I think that can be overwhelming for the first time. We met people that were a little bit like frustrated at first because they just switched the snapshot button and their setup was gone and they didn't know.
I still do that. Sometimes I'm like by accident I press the snapshot button and I'm like, oh damn.
Those are the things that I think Total Mix, as beautiful as it is and as powerful as it is, I think it's still the most powerful control software for any interface out there. It has a steep learning curve for many people.
Just like Reaper. We're here at Safari Pedals with Nohan. You make plugins, right?
Yes.
What's this?
Oops. It's a stomp pedal for microphones, and it has a preamp inside and an overdrive.
So this works?
Yeah, it does. You can try it.
But this is also in the plugin, right?
Yes, it's also in a plugin version.
So, Safari Pedals. What's the thing we do not know about Safari Pedals that people might be interested in?
That's a good question. Probably the fact that I'm a one-man show and I just have a background in studio engineering and not in neither engineering a product or...
No marketing background?
No.
Cool. Second question. Who shouldn't buy your plugins?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think maybe someone who doesn't have the essentials yet. So I think it's more important to have just a basic kind of EQ and a basic compression before you dive deep into all these kind of wild and crazy plugins like what we have.
Cool. Very honest answer. Very cool. Thanks a lot. All right, I'm now outside with Matthias from Reason Studios. I basically want to know a certain cool fact about Reason that most people don't know.
I'll give you two for the price of one.
Oh, awesome.
One cool fact that some people know that have been around is that you can actually unscrew the screws of the subtractor synth from the rack.
And do I need a certain screwdriver for that? Or?
Nope, you just need a mouse and a lot of willpower to hit the right spot. The second one is, if you like video games, especially Japanese video games, I think you'll find upwards of 100 patches in the Reason Soundbank referencing various video game series. If you find them all, you'll get a prize from me.
Okay, so make sure to look at those Easter eggs. Are there certain people that Reason or the products that you make aren't meant for?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, we really want to put music making first. So if there's something that's more in the post-production or maybe doing stuff for movies and stuff like that that requires a lot of specific tools for mastering and so on, we tend not to focus on those. We tend to be like at the part of music making where you start the idea. That's what we really want to do, is like if we can get you going with your song, that's great. But if you want to make a song that exists, sound perfect, maybe we don't have the tools for you.
So, Benno, tell me something about Magix that my viewers probably won't know.
Yeah, Magix is a company based here in Berlin, in Germany, since '99. So we're very old, yeah. And we are building an DAW, it's called Samplitude. Well known for analog recording, for classic recording, but also for modern producing. And we have a smaller one for beginner. It's called the Music Maker.
So the Music Maker is like the starting DAW, and you can like seamlessly switch to Samplitude from there.
Yeah. So it's a loop-based DAW, and you can switch from this to the bigger one to Samplitude, right?
Really, really cool. I'm quickly looking at Leonard. Samplitude was the DAW with the great summing, right? Or
Yeah, and Sequoia as well.
oh, and Sequoia, yeah, it's also from you.
It's also from us,
Okay.
right? It's for broadcasting. Samplitude is more for studios, for mastering, recording.
So, who shouldn't get products from Magix? Is there a certain group of people that you say like, hey, you should look for something else?
Oh, we have a big range of users, if you mean this,
Yeah.
Like I say, from beginners with music makers up to FHA from Deepish Mode, So
You try to cover the whole range of users. If you're looking for something,
Pro,
you can take a look at Magix. I'm here with Niels from Nektar, and he just shown me a very interesting product here that is actually not released yet. Is that right?
That is correct.
Can you tell me something interesting about Nektar that most of my viewers probably won't know?
Well, Nektar is a company that really focuses first and foremost on control. We make keyboards. A lot of people think of it as a controller keyboard company, but actually control overall is our biggest mission. To kind of make a more transparent user workflow with your DAW so that it's completely seamless and you can detach yourself from the computer screen. So that is our aim, and that's kind of what all of our products aim to do.
And what I really liked about the thing that I just saw is that it's an open system. You're not locked in the software or the plugins.
So the way we do that is that we work with the APIs that each DAW makes available, and we write all of the integration files ourselves. We expand on what's obvious, and we try to basically come out with the best possible workflow.
Is there a certain group of people that shouldn't buy your products?
No.
So you think controllers is the way to go for everybody?
Well, I think if you're using a computer system, then our controllers definitely should get a look in, because it's so much more transparent in use. I think the work we do will make it easier for you to create music.
I found a really cool company from the looks of it. It's Freqport, and this is Michael. What are you making? What is this thing?
Yeah, so we call it analog plugins, or kind of
Analog plugins.
Analog reinvented. So basically, it's a hardware box with the tubes inside connected to the computer via USB-C, and you open it in your DAW as a plugin. The plugin is a controller. All the processing happening in the box. You can open it as 4 instances, like 4 mono instances, 2 stereo, or 1 stereo, 2 mono, to put it on separate tracks. So it's a tube, saturation, and harmonics.
And all the processing is happening analog, in the analog domain.
Yeah.
So it has like converters in there and everything.
Is some ECC 32-bit low noise converters.
Who shouldn't buy this product?
Well, who shouldn't?
Yeah, who shouldn't buy this product?
I mean, I don't actually know. A lot of people work inside the box, and it's nice because all the digital stuff is so well done today, right?
Yeah.
But there is a thing with the analog sound that is extremely hard to emulate sometimes, especially the tube and even on odd harmonics and that like nice like harmonics and saturation. Our hybrid thing is actually easy for people that works in the box who actually wants to add a bit of that analog sound that doesn't have a huge sound card with multiple ins and outs or patch bass, and just want it really easy connect and be able to save it and store it like any other plugin.
And does it also have like analog ports on on the back, or is it really USB? It's just USB.
There's no I/Os in it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
In-house, but yeah.
I'm here with Vincent from Focal. We're actually standing in kind of the middle of a Dolby Atmos setup. So the first question is, like, do you know something about Focal that most people don't know?
That's a good question. Let me think about it.
Don't call your marketing department. Just,
No. That's a very difficult question. We actually design and manufacture from the raw material in our factory in Saint-Étienne in France, which is a bit of a challenge, right? But we do our homework properly, and still we can be competitive on the entry level up to the, like I said, top-notch level, and delivering high precision tools to producers, mixers, sound engineers.
So second question is, like, is there a certain user base or group of users that you wouldn't sell Focals to?
That's a really tricky question.
You think, like, you can cover the whole range of users?
Definitely, from the beginners to the international super famous engineers. Absolutely.
All right. And now the last question, and I'm asking this one because I'm seeing a Dolby Atmos setup over here. So you think Dolby Atmos is the future?
Absolutely, it is. Not the future, it's happening now. I mean, so many possibilities, and that's what we want to demonstrate here at Superbooth. That's why we are here. It's to be able to show and provide to the end users maybe their first experience, in Dolby Atmos music, right? That's why we're also partnership with Dolby. We are doing, a panel every day at 3 p.m. But also the fact that it is doable budget-wise. If you think about the system we have here, which is the minimum required, which is 7.1.4, it's about 5,000 euros retail, which is, when you think about it, and you have a real tool that it's Dolby approved, it's available on the dot, it's a real setup that you can work with.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, cool. So Dolby Atmos might be the future. All right, that's it for Superbooth 2023. I really enjoyed it. And before I'm going to end the video, I first want to thank everybody from Superbooth for facilitating us. You've all been very, very helpful, so thanks a lot. I also want to thank Leonard for filming all this stuff. So Leonard, huge thanks. Yes. We actually filmed a few more clips that didn't make it into this video. If you want to see those clips and also want to see the Superbooth binaural experience, I'll link a playlist over here. A way to support the channel is by watching more videos, so I'll link an interesting video over here. Thanks a lot for watching, keep pushing, and bye-bye.